Hi, my name's Kitty and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a lot more positive than the previous video that just went up. So today's video is going to be the best books of 2021 / most surprising. So I'm just going to dive in. So the Christmassaurus was gifted to me by Team for this Christmas. I will also be doing a haul at some point just to show you some of the books that I've got recently for Christmas. So in this one we're following William. At first I didn't know what to make of this because it's a middle grade, but I would say it's more on the younger side of middle grade. Tom does quite a good job of explaining things to us. He doesn't just throw us into the story, he actually explains stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed the characters. So yeah, thank you Team for this one. I really enjoyed it and actually made a start on one of my 2022 goals, which is to read some gifted books. So thank you Team for this one. Then I'm going to say this is one of my most surprising books. I think that's how I'm going to do that. So this was one of my most surprising. I was watching Jade doing a Read It Like Cody and she flew through the book that I'm about to show you, which made me intrigued. So I bought it the next day, and it's The Wicker King by Kaya Enkram. This is got, you can see the pages start to turn black. This is a very much a I don't swear on my channel, so I'm going to say what the hell book. Look, trigger warnings up before reading this one, as it can be quite dark in place. I really enjoyed this. I was surprised at how quick I read it because I'm a slow reader, but I finished this in, I want to say, 1 or 2 days, which is amazing considering books normally take me weeks to finish. So yeah, really enjoyed this one. Recommend it as long as you go and check trigger warnings out. This one again was a surprising one for me. I had watched Maddie doing a vlog on this book and another book, and well, their sequel, and there's novellas with it. So this one is A Fever King by Victoria Lee. I really enjoyed this book. We followed 16-year-old gnome who wakes up in hospital. He's a sole survivor of magic that basically killed his family. It's him dealing with the aftermath of that. And yeah, there's not a lot to say about this other than I really enjoyed it and I need to get my ass in gear and finish the second book, which hopefully I'll do. But yeah, really enjoyed this one. Then always that one. And then we've got Take a Hint, Danny Brown. So in this one, this is book 2 in the Brown Sister trilogy. I really enjoyed this one, much more so than Get Your Life Chloe Brown. I actually think Get a Life Chloe Brown's my least favourite. I would say this takes second place, but I think in top spot, which I'll talk about in a minute, is Act Your Age Eve Brown, and I'll discuss that one in a minute. So this one is one of my favourite romances of the year, purely for the fact that it's fake dating, and I think when it comes to romance, it's basically one of my favourite tropes. So we follow Danny and Zaf, and Zaf is kind of acts like he's grumpy, but he's not really. I really enjoyed this book. So yeah, there's that one. And then editing, Kitty is going to put a picture up of Act Your Age Eve Brown because I don't know where I placed it at the moment. But yeah, so Act Your Age Eve Brown, we follow Eve. Her parents are basically getting fed up with her after she basically does something and they've just had enough of her not acting her age. Act Your Age Eve Brown. So she is basically told that she can't have an inheritance till she proves that she's grown up, basically. So we follow this one. She gets involved in an accident and basically has to help this guy because she basically runs him over. I don't think that's a spoiler. I actually think that's on the synopsis. If it is a spoiler, editing Kitty will like delete this and you guys won't see this bit. But yeah, I really loved it. I really related to Eve. She reminded me a lot of myself. And yeah, I laughed multiple times. So I'm gonna put in another picture while I remember and go Ice Planet Barbarian. Now, I read this one because, oh, who did I see reading this one? I think I want to say it's Riley who was mentioning it. And I was like, on a whim, I'll pick it up. If anyone's read it and knows me, knows why I like this book. So basically, we follow, I can't even think what the main character's called, but we follow a group of women who basically get kidnapped by aliens. The aliens then desert them on this planet, and then these other aliens come and like try and help them. Again, don't think that's a spoiler. I might just edit that out anyway though. So yeah, so I'm not doing it any justice, but it was really good. And like I say, if you know me and you've read the book, you will know why I loved, like, I've read book 1, 1.5, 2, and I'm really sad because they've been taken down off Amazon. Like, if they're on script, can someone let me know if they're on script? Because I might have to get script back if they are, because obviously I don't want to leave that series unfinished. But yeah, really enjoyed Ice Planet Barbarians, really loved it. Then I also have got Amari and the Night Brothers. So I really love this one. I want to say it's probably my favourite middle grade of the year. Purely for the fact that the characters were brilliant. The story was easy to get into. So in this one we follow Amari. Her brother's gone missing. She's determined to find him because no one else seems bothered that he's just gone. And yeah, really enjoyed this one to the point where I've actually got the second one on my Amazon wishlist. So yeah, really enjoyed this one. And I'm pretty sure in one video I said if you've not read this, go and read it because it's good. So yeah, really enjoyed that one. And then this has got to be my favourite. Is it adult? I don't know if it's adult or young adult, but either way, it's definitely one of my... In fact, I'm just going to say it's my second favourite book of the year. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. Anyone who knows me knows that I struggle with V. Schwartz writing. I read A Darker Shade of Magic and I also read Vicious and loved it. I think that got a 4 stars. And then I read Vengeful and hated it. There was a readathon going on at the time which required you to lock in books, and that was the only reason I finished it, was because you weren't allowed to DNF books. But anyway, going back to this one. So in this one we follow Addie LaRue. She is basically about to get married. She doesn't want this, so basically makes a deal with the devil to make it so that she can escape. But she doesn't realise is that no one's going to remember her. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I actually gave it 5 stars. And yeah, thank you Teen for gifting me this one. Really enjoyed it. I'm not joking when I say this is one of my favourite books of the year. I absolutely loved this book, and it actually what drove me on to reading romance is Ten of Vipers. I really enjoyed this. We follow Roxanne. She basically, does it say? No. Oh yeah, it does. Basically, her dad sells her to the Vipers. It's her basically coming to terms with it. I really enjoyed this. I will, however, put a disclaimer on this and say that yes, I know it's not the best written. I know that some of the stuff that the characters do is questionable, but I really enjoyed this. And I mean, I tabbed this one, which I never tab books. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. And yeah, I know this is an unpopular opinion. I know most people who read this gave it like 2 stars. But yeah, I'm really glad that Mel and Gav and Chloe read this, because without them I probably wouldn't have read this, and I really enjoyed this one. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know down below some of your favourite books for this year. Bye guys.